The next chapter in our practice is basic breathing exercises. These are like a precursor for our practice of asanas and also for the pranayamas. In the previous chapter, the Sukshma Vyayam, our primary focus was on the movements of the muscles, joints and the ligaments. The breath had taken the secondary focus. Now let us make the primary focus on the breath and secondary on the movement. We should make sure to keep our eyes completely closed in this practice. The first of them is hand stretch breathing. This is done in the standing position. Make sure the distance between your feet is about 1/2 to 1 feet. The weight of the body is distributed equally on both the legs. Lock your fingers and place your palms on your chest. Let the shoulders be relaxed without any tightness or a shrug. Eyes are closed and breathe out completely before you begin. While breathing in, stretch your arms forward. While breathing out, bring back the palms back to the chest. Repeat the same for about 5 times. Our focus is completely on the breath and not much on the physical movement. Make sure the movement and the breath is well synchronized. In case you have larger lung capacity, then the movements are slower accordingly. Once you complete the 5 times, now we shall relax ourselves and go for the next practice, the same hand stretch breathing at 135 degrees from our chest. Now breathing in, stretch your arm in front of the forehead. While breathing out, bring back your arms to the chest. Repeat it for 5 times again, with the focus on the breath, not much on the physical movement. Breathing in, you are stretching forward. Breathing out, you're bringing it back. After completing it for 5 times, relax your arms and shoulders. We go for the next one, hand stretch breathing at an angle of 180 degrees, that is above your head. Now breathing in, stretch your arms above the head. Breathing out, bring back your arms to the chest. We shall repeat it for 5 times again. Breathing in, rise up. Breathing out, it comes down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once you complete it, relax your arms, Relax your shoulders and bring your arms next to the body with your eyes closed. That is the first one, hand stretch breathing. The second breathing exercise is hands in and out breathing. We shall continue to be in the same standing position for this as the previous one. Let your eyes be closed. Stretch your arms at 90 degrees from your chest. Both the arms are parallel to each other. While breathing in, expand your arms until they are about 180 degrees from your chest. And while breathing out, bring back your arms back to the earlier position where we started. Our complete focus here should be on the breath and synchronized with the physical movement. You're breathing in and expanding. Breathing out and bringing your arms together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We have repeated it for 5 times. Having completed with that, we complete the second breathing exercise. The third of the breathing exercise is cat breathing or Marjari Asana breathing. For this, we need to stand on our knees. The distance between the knees is the length of your forearm. That is from the elbow to the wrist. Place your palms in front of the knee, about the length of your forearm again, and stand on your palms, knees and the feet. The feet are also apart at the same distance as between the knee. Make sure the toes are pointed out. The elbows are straight, not bent. Breathe out completely before we start the movement. While breathing in, rise your head, bring the spine to concave position without moving the knees and the legs. Hold there for a couple of seconds, and while breathing out, bring the head and neck down and the spine to the convex position. Let the eyes be closed through this process. Breathe in and come to the concave position of the spine. Breathe out and to the convex position of the spine. Repeat this for about 5 times. That is cat breathing or Marjari Asana breathing. Now we go to the last of the breathing exercise, that is rabbit breathing or Shashankasana breathing. To practice this, we sit in Vajrasana, the diamond pose. To adapt this posture, place your buttocks on your heels, bending your legs at the knee. Clasp your hands behind the back. This is a sitting posture. Let the toes be pointed out. Make sure the spine is erect and takes the natural curve near your tailbone. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and while breathing out, bend your trunk forward from the hip and place your forehead on the floor near to the knee. Make sure you're bending from your lower back and not from your upper back. And while breathing in, rise your body back to Vajrasana. Breathing out, bend forward. Breathing in, rise up. We shall repeat it for 5 times. Breathing out, you bend forward. That completes Shashankasana or rabbit breathing. With this, we complete the chapter of basic breathing exercises. Now let us venture into our practice of yoga. To begin with, let us start with basic meditation, which helps us to bring a state of focus of our mind on our practice. Sit on your yoga mat quite comfortably. You can adapt Ardha Padmasana, the half lotus pose, or Vajrasana, the diamond pose, or Sukhasana. The most important aspect of our practice is to make sure that our back is erect, the spine taking its natural curvature. During the next 5 to 8 minutes, we are going to visualize our whole body, right from top of the head till the toe, and also focus on our breath to bring in a state of calm and focused mind for the yoga practice. Make sure you have a pleasant face, no tightness on the face. Adapt the chin mudra, wherein you fold your thumb and the index finger of the palm while the other fingers are extended. Mudras are powerful yogic symbols to channelize our energies. Our eyes are closed, and then just follow my instructions. The face is absolutely relaxed. No wrinkles on the forehead, eyebrows, cheeks, or the mouth. The shoulders are quite relaxed, no tightening or no shrugging. The arms right from the shoulder till the wrist is also well rested, with the wrist resting on the thighs or the knee. The weight of our body is on our hip bones and not on the lower back. Our legs are bent, folded at the knee in a comfortable posture. As you visualize your whole body, your mind is much more focused and calm now. Now let us go deeper and feel our breath now. Feel the movement of the air in and out of the body. Every time you breathe in, the abdomen and the chest expands. And every time you breathe out, it contracts. Continue to feel it. You're breathing in and expanding. While you breathe out, there is contraction. Ignore all other thoughts and sounds from the surrounding which may disturb you. Even if the mind wanders, let us not react. We'll just pull back our mind to focus on our breath again. As we continue to focus on our breath, our mind settles down further, becomes quiet and quite calm. Enjoy that state of body and the mind. This is the state of mind we require to practice yoga further. Keep the same state of mind throughout your practice. Now, without disturbing, you may gently open your eyes. Pranayama is the fourth step in Ashtanga Yoga. As the name itself indicates, Pranayama. Prana means breath or energy, and Yama means regulation of energy. It has long been practiced in yoga for the Pranamaya Kosha to get balanced. We do get imbalanced in the Pranamaya Kosha for several activities through the day, more so in our present day lifestyle. So it's very important for us to practice pranayama on a regular basis to get into a state of balance. It's not just that, it's also quite important that according to Ashtanga Yoga, you have to have a good level of practice in asanas before you start the practice of pranayama. The reason just behind that is Pranamaya Kosha being much more subtle than Annamaya Kosha, that is the physical body. Unless you have a mastery over the physical body, the benefits of pranayamas are not optimal unless you have a good practice of asanas. Let us understand pranayamas little more deeper and better. By several scientific research and studies, we have found and understood that pranayamas leads to increased efficiency of a physiological process throughout the body. Every pranayama has 3 steps. It is called Puraka, breathing in, inhalation of breath, Kumbhaka, holding the breath, and the last one, Rechaka, breathing out or exhalation of breath. One of the important aspects we need to maintain or follow during pranayamas is a ratio of 1:1 between Puraka and Rechaka, that is, inhalation and exhalation of breath. In case you are breathing in for 5 seconds, make sure in the practice that you also breathe out equally for 5 seconds. That's what I mean when the ratio has to be maintained. Generally, in our day-to-day breathing pattern, our breathing in is always more than breathing out. So we try to correct this by this practice of proper ratio between breathing in and breathing out. Now let us understand what would be the requirements for the practice of pranayamas. Adapt any physical posture you are comfortable with, preferably on the floor. If you cannot do it on the floor at all, then even sitting on a chair is fine. While sitting on the floor, if possible, adapt Ardha Padmasana, half lotus pose, or full Padmasana, the lotus pose, or even Vajrasana, the diamond pose, or a quite comfortable Sukhasana also is fine. While adapting this posture, make sure that your back and the spine has a natural curve without any strain, and it should not disturb in your practice if on the back. It should not disturb your practice, especially the back, with any back pain or difficulty in the back. Make sure that happens. In case you feel that you have some back issues, then please do take some support for the back, maybe leaning to the wall or a chair or any other object. Another important aspect is pranayama should always be practiced after the asana practice and shavasana also. Please make sure that if you are practicing asanas, practice shavasana, the corpse pose, and only then do the pranayamas, because shavasana will help you to calm down your breathing in case if there is heightened breathing due to the practice of asanas. Also take care that pranayamas are never practiced after a meal. Also take care that pranayamas are never practiced after a meal immediately. Make sure you have at least 2 to 2.5 hours, at least 2 to 2.5 hours, or even 3 hours is better after a meal to practice pranayamas. The dress code for pranayama practice is similar to asana practice. And make sure that your mind is completely focused on the practice you are doing with awareness. And in case if you are getting disturbed due to several sounds in the surrounding, just ignore them and make sure your mind gets back on the pranayama practice. The first of the pranayama practices is Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is a practice which bridges the asanas and the pranayamas. Generally, in the regular breathing, inhalation is an active process. That means expenditure of energy is there, while exhalation is a passive process. During the practice of Kapalabhati, we reverse this process. To begin with, we take a deep breath in. Following it, we push our abdomen in, thereby lifting the diaphragm and squeezing the lungs to breathe out the air forcefully through the nostrils, which happens in a split second. Once the air is completely expelled out, relax the abdominal muscles. This facilitates the fresh air to get filled into the lung space and be ready for the next stroke of exhalation. In this manner, we repeat the breathing out strokes from 20 to 50 depending on each one's ability. Make sure not to cause any excessive strain on the loins or abdominal muscles. Like this, we need to do at least 3 rounds with a minimum of 20 strokes each. But It's also very important to be precautious in those people, those who have heart disease or hypertension or any headache or nervous problems, not to attempt Kapalabhati. If you need to do that, take the opinion of your doctor or your yoga therapist. After having completed 3 rounds, we generally can feel the breathing to be completely stopped for a minute or so without any strain. This is Kapalabhati. In almost all the practices of pranayamas, we adapt a mudra called Nasika Mudra, wherein we bend our index and the middle finger while keeping the thumb, ring and little fingers open. If you are using the right hand, then we place the thumb on the right nostril, the ring and the little fingers which are open on the left nostril, or vice versa if you are using left hand for the practice. Make sure that the fingers do not press hard on the nostrils. Instead, they just guide us to regulate the flow of breath in the pranayama practice. Now let us go for the next pranayama, that is Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, that is alternate nostril breathing. We adapt the Nasika Mudra to begin with, and we start the first round as follows. Close your right nostril with the thumb, open the left nostril and breathe into your comfort. Close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers and open the right, breathe out completely. Now breathe in the right nostril, close and open the left to breathe out completely. That is round number 1 of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Now let us go for the second round of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Now close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers. Open the right nostril and breathe into your comfort. Close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers. Open the right nostril and breathe out completely. Now breathe in the right nostril, close and open the left to breathe out completely. That is round number 1 of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Now let us go for the second round of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Now close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers. Now close the right nostril with the right thumb. Open the left and breathe out completely. Then breathe in through the left nostril. Close the same with the ring and the little fingers. Then open the right nostril and breathe out completely. That is round number 2. Round number 3 is same as the first round. Close your right nostril with the thumb. Open the left nostril and breathe into your comfort. Close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers. And open the right, breathe out completely. Now breathe in the right nostril. Close and open the left to breathe out completely. Fourth is again same as the second round. Now close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers. Open the right nostril and breathe into your comfort. Now close the right nostril with the right thumb. Open the left and breathe out completely. Then breathe in through the left nostril. Close the same with the ring and the little fingers. Then open the right nostril and breathe out completely. We need to do this for 9 rounds, and all odd rounds are similar and even rounds are similar. That is Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, which is meant to cleanse the energy channels. The third pranayama is Surya Nardi Pranayama, right nostril breathing. We adapt the Nasika Mudra again. To begin with, we close the left nostril with the ring and the little fingers. Open the right nostril and breathe into your comfort. And breathe out in the right nostril itself. Please maintain a ratio of 1:1 between breathing in and breathing out. We repeat the same from the second to the 9th round, similar to the first one. The fourth one is Chandra Nardi Pranayama, left nostril breathing. We adapt the Nasika Mudra or continue with the previous itself. Now we close the right nostril with the thumb, open the left nostril and breathe in completely to your comfort. And breathe out through the left nostril completely again. The same practice is practiced from the 2nd to the 9th round. That is Chandra Nardi Pranayama. The fifth of our practice is Shitali Pranayama, also called as beak breathing. Here we don't need to use the Nasika Mudra. Instead, fold your tongue in the form of a beak of a bird while putting the tongue out of your mouth marginally. Inhale the air by sucking action through the beak of the tongue. Close the tongue and mouth. Breathe out completely through the nostrils. Repeat the same up to the 9th round. Similarly. That completes Shitali Pranayama. The next one is Akari Pranayama, folded tongue breathing. This pranayama is almost similar to the previous one, wherein there is no need of Nasika Mudra. Now we fold the tongue and touch the tip of the tongue to the upper palate, while the folded tongue is slightly out of the mouth. Inhale the air through the gaps between the tongue and the mouth by a sucking action. This gives us a cool air feeling. Close the tongue and the mouth. Breathe out completely through the nostrils. This is Akari Pranayama, and repeat that up to 9 rounds. The last of the pranayamas we are going to do is Brahmamari Pranayama, or also called as sounds breathing. Brahmara means honeybee in Sanskrit. Brahmari is a pranayama wherein we are creating the buzzing sound of a honeybee. To start, close both the ears with the index finger firmly. Take a deep breath in, and while breathing out, simultaneously bend your neck forward to bring the chin to the chest and chant Makara of Om loudly. The chanting is completed once the chin touches the chest and the breath is completely exhaled. Breathing in, rise your neck back to the original position. Feel the vibrations of the chanting of Makara. Repeat the same up to 9 rounds. This is Brahmamari Pranayama. With this, we complete the practice of pranayamas. These are the most simplest and quite common to be practiced on an everyday basis. Please do practice regularly and gain the maximum benefits. Thank you.